Namaste yogis, and welcome to your 10-minute pranayama practice. Now this is your pranayama practice where I'm going to share with you 3 techniques that you can use in this moment to settle the breath, to clear the breath, and to create a balanced approach in how we're using these techniques in a meaningful way. Now this is going to be a 10-minute practice with each technique having a little bit of time in focus. Now, before we begin, I want to give you a little bit of an overview or insight to the techniques. The 3 techniques that we're going to be practicing today is Kapalabhati, which is our skull shining breath, that inward and upward lift. And we're going to do 3 rounds of 30. However, the round pace is going to be slightly different. We'll start with a slow pace, move to a moderate pace, and then move to what might be considered the more classical, traditional pace, which is the quick pace. When we finish that technique in those 3 rounds, we're then going to move into Brahmari, the humming breath, the low frequency vibration, the B breath, which is that nice, soothing, audible, that sound that allows us to feel that vibration move through the body to help soften, ease, and create a down regulation in the system. The 3rd technique that we're going to finish on is a technique called Nadi Shodhana. Nadi Shodhana meaning alternate nostril breathing, and that's the technique where we're going to use our thumb and our ring finger to create the opening and closing of the nasal passages to allow the breath flow to move in and out in an alternating way, as well as to help manage the energy flow that comes moving through the soft side and then the more active side of our energetic pathways. Now, of course, if these techniques are newer for you, don't worry. I'll guide you through each and every aspect of it, pace you through it, and give you the breath and the count so you can manage this in a way where you can just be in the experience. If you're a little bit more familiar with these techniques, my encouragement for you is to, as we begin, spend a little bit less of your focus on me and a little bit more of your awareness within you. And over time, as we navigate through a practice like this, whether you do this one time just today with me, or you do this regularly as your daily practice, or part of your own pranayama practice, use this as a way to be helpful and supportive every time you come back into this environment practicing with me now. And so as always with a practice, as we begin with our pranayama, before you start to move or shift or manipulate the breath, just simply take a moment to close your eyes, be still, and just breathe. And as you do that, we settle the body, we settle and notice the breath. We allow ourselves to simply arrive into the moment ready to begin. And so I want you to just notice how your breath is. Don't even worry about changing it. Don't even need to do more or less. Just notice how you're breathing, where you're breathing, whether it's in the belly or the diaphragm or in the upper chest. We acknowledge the state of what is before we shift or change it with any value. Because you have to know where you're starting to be able to recognize where you're going. And so as we begin in this pace, in this space, the best way to begin is with a simple conscious breath together. So join me. Take a nice full breath in together. Open the mouth, sigh it out, exhale. Now, with all pranayama practices, just simply start with a state of samavritti, an evenness in how the breath can now just start to regulate with an even in and an even out. Nothing more, nothing less. Just that feeling of as much breath as we bring in is as much breath as we move out. And the richness and the quality, the expansion of the breath in is that same richness and quality as the breath out. And we just have these simple, even breaths to help settle us. And so our first technique begins very simply with Kapalabhati, that skull shining breath, that cleansing and clearing breath, where the exhalation will move the breath out of the nose and cleanse through the body. And your job is to simply allow the pace to create space and the effort to cleanse. And we'll start with a very slow paced rhythm to begin. It'll be about this pace. And you'll hear the tap on my leg or the breath coming out of my nose or my simple count to help keep that pace and rhythm. And of course, if it doesn't work for you at this pace, you do a pace that works for you, but this practice is moving through that slow, moderate, and fast-paced. We'll do a round of 30 slow together. Let's begin. Take a full breath in, please. And begin. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Well done. Take a full breath in. Open the mouth, clear it out. Notice how that feels and how that lands, and especially what remains in that state of what is. The second round of the technique is a moderate pace, so it gets a little bit faster. The pace will sound and feel like this. So it has a little bit more momentum to it, but allows us to still control that cleansing upward lift action. Shall we begin? Take a full breath in, please. Begin. Ten. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Well done. Take a full breath in. Exhale, clear it out. The third and final round is that quick, rapid exhalation. So nice and quick, that inward and upward lift. And let's begin our last round of 30. Take a full breath in, please. Begin. 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Take a full breath in and exhale. Well done. The second technique of practice is our Brahmari breath, that humming breath, the bee breath. And that allows us to take that cleansing feeling, that skull shining feeling, and start to bring it back down to a more regulated state. And so we'll do this as 5 rounds of a humming breath. And if you'd like, you can use your fingers to plug your ears. It's totally your choice. And do it at a pace and a vibration that allows you to feel that soothing effect. If you want a specific recommendation, low frequency, quieter hum. Take a big breath in. Let's begin. Inhale. 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 Last one, inhale. Well done, and just let the vibration just fade away. In the practice, what I tend to say is notice what you notice and feel what you feel. The third and final technique is Nadi Shodhana, which allows us to create this now balanced effect. Remember, the thumb and the ring finger open and close the nostril passages, allowing the energy flow, allow the breath to flow. And in this pattern, we're going to start inhaling through the left and exhaling through the right, back through the right and exhale through the left. So that's 1 round, and we'll do 5 rounds together. So before we begin, take a full breath in, please. A long exhale. And then when you're ready, you can go ahead and bring your thumb and your ring finger up to your nose. Seal the right side, inhale through the left. Seal the left side, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right side. Seal the nostril, exhale through the left. Good, that's one round. Inhale back through that left side. Seal the nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale back through the right side. Seal the nostril, exhale through the left. Keep it going. Inhale through the left. Seal the nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right nostril. Seal the nostril, exhale through the left. Nice and smooth. Last 2 rounds. Inhale through the left. Seal the nostril, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right side. Seal the nostril, exhale through the left. Final round. Inhale through the left. Seal the nostril, exhale through the right. Finish it off. Inhale through the right. Seal the nostril, exhale through the left. And then just let your hand come down and settle. Notice the effect of the practice. Notice what you notice and feel what you feel. In a practice like this, the value is the effort of the breath movement, but at the same time, the stillness that we find because of it. If you'd like, you can bring your hands together at the center of your heart space to close your practice. We honor the space of the practice and the breath. We acknowledge this space and this moment for all that it is. Together we say, Namaste. To come out of the practice, you can just rub the palms together, place them over your eyes to create a little bit of warmth and awareness back into it. And as you come back to the room, know that this practice is available for you to come back to anytime you need a little bit of a moment to cleanse, to clear, to soothe, and to balance. And it's a great way to start your day or continue your day, whatever you're doing today. Thanks for practicing. We'll see you again soon.